Gonna turn this into this, and I'm gonna show you how. I have a beautiful assortment of cyclamen plants from my own inventory. I say all the time, save your plants. If it's a plant that you can take and keep the plant for years and years and years, that is one of the things that I always say, because that's going to save us money. So cyclamen are a cool, loving plant. You'll see them sometimes in the winter time. You'll see them in the fall time and early spring. So what happens with the cyclamen, when you plant them up and the heat starts, then the plant goes into dormancy, just like this one right here. Keep them in a baggie just like this. Now my cyclamen that I have in a bag, so all of these ones that you see just like this, they all started to die up. And so what I did from there is I took them and I put them inside of a bag, right? Bring my cyclamen out and I stagger them. So now I'm getting ready to process the next set that's going to turn into my next flowers. Cyclamen will stay in bloom for a very long time. They're beautiful in a container. They're beautiful in a mixed arrangement. Now let me show you the planter that we planted up in the springtime. You guys remember this beauty that we planted up during the spring? It's a beautiful arrangement. For those of you that are new, welcome, welcome. Let's pop back and I'll show you guys what that arrangement looked like. I sacrificed all of these plants in here because I knew I could bring the plants back. So the cyclamen that's in here, and let me move this hellebore out of the way. Both of the cyclamen, you guys, are starting to come back too, because I put a little bit of water on it and wake it back up. So this cyclamen right here, can you see it better now? It's starting to emerge. I'm going to dig this one out and I'm going to pot it up. And then same thing on the other side. It's starting to emerge here. And see, the hellebore, this went from springtime without getting any water, but it's fine. Let's dig these out right here. Let me put my gloves on. Okay, water this really quick. Because I also saved my hellebore too. Here's our cyclamen. And so the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little bit of soil. Top it off in the top. If you have any that looks like this, you're just going to cut all of this off. Okay, now this is going to expand, right? Once it gets the water on it, because we all know with soil compacts when it's dry. So just like that, right? The one that's already in here, I'm going to leave this in this container, and this actually you can just pull it out. You see that flat disc? This is where your cyclamen comes from. That's a tuber. All right, so all of my cyclamen are processed now. I'll make sure that I keep you guys in the loop as far as how they're growing along. Now, here's a couple of things to keep in mind. What you want to do is now you take your cyclamen and you put your cyclamen on the inside of the home where it's cool now. You guys have your central air in some areas still going. Put it up underneath a grow light and you'll start to see those little bitty spikes start to emerge. And I'll make sure that I keep you guys on this journey with me. When we get to the next step, which is fertilization, I'll bring you all along with me on that journey as well. But you guys, when I tell you that I am very serious about saving money, because gardening can be expensive if you make it. So just think of how many times over the years you've had a cyclamen like this. You take your cyclamen and you throw it out because you think that since it withered away, it's no good. No, the cyclamen is fine. So continue to keep your cyclamen, you guys. Drop down in the comment box. Let me know if when I asked this question or when I gave this advice in the springtime right here. Your cyclamens. You guys, if you're using cyclamens inside of your containers, if you're using cyclamens, don't throw them away. Cyclamen will live for a very long time. Here is a cyclamen, right? So we potted this up. This didn't used to look like this, but what you do, because I haven't pulled all of my cyclamens yet, I have a bag where my cyclamens go in. You can easily take off the top foliage and then you dig out your cyclamen here. Right here, you can go ahead, rinse them off, let them dry out, but that's typically what I like to save. Did you listen to it, or did you just go ahead and just toss everything on out, or did you forget about it? Drop down in the comment box and let me know, because you guys, this is how I have cyclamen right now. They're going to be in bloom for a very long time, and when they feather down, guess what? I'm going to store them in a paper bag just like this, you guys. I'm going to store them in a paper bag, and once I get them in the paper bag, you guys, this is where I keep them on the inside of our house, because they're going into dormancy. Or you really don't even have to keep them in the cool places. If you think about it, the heat is what makes them go dormant. So I just have this in one of my rooms, but I keep the bag sealed up, dormancy. Then I bring them out and I process them just like this, you guys, and then we have beautiful flowers. I'll continue to take you, and I might even do a video where I take you guys behind the scene and show you a little bit of my tips and tricks. Now what I want to do is I want to head outside and we're going to pot up a Blood Good orange, because you guys, if you have never tasted a Blood Good orange, you are missing out. Let's go. Seen this Blood Good orange, I definitely couldn't pass it up. So what we're going to do, go ahead and plant it up right here. And I'm trying to hurry up because there is a hummingbird that every time I am outside, he or she, I'm not sure how to tell like the difference between a hummingbird, finds their way to me. And I don't know what it is about me, but these birds just absolutely love me. Like I can't get away from them. But you guys, I don't know if it's trying to fly on my shoulder, but every time I'm out here, it literally flies into me at some point. And the crazy part about it, I keep following the dang on thing. But okay, I'm just using a regular Pro Mix soil. I have all of my my olive trees, my citrus trees, my pineapples, all of my food production, I have them in terracotta pots. That way it can kind of keep a cohesive look, and I just love the vibe of that. I just love the vibe of a tree on the inside anyway. So get it planted up. All right, here's our Pro Mix. Put the saucer on it because I wanted the water to kind of suck up so we can hydrate the plant a little bit. Let's get the tag off. And I try to be careful because there are thorns on this tree. Let's talk about the tag. So it's telling you to keep it in full sun exposure, and the average height is 10 to 12 feet tall. The hardiness zones are hardy down to 30 to 50 degrees, and if you're planting more than one, they say space it 10 to 12 feet apart. They want you to water it 2 to 3 times a week until established using a fertilizer formulated for citrus. Prune to shape the tree and remove dead or damaged wood. So absolutely amazing, and this is what they'll look like. So you guys, there go the hummingbird. Let's try to see if we can get up on it quick. It's going back for more. It is really loving this Super Tunia Bordeaux. at it, you guys. Let's see if we can get closer on it. I mean, it is living its best life with the Super Tunia Bordeaux.